Okay, your hat and sweater somewhere where you're gonna find lift it up.
Hello, hi Stacy. Trying to figure out which way to angle this light here. It's a little aggressive. Okay, let's see. It's a bit better. Hello, let me know if you have any questions. We are getting started on the Business Oracle session tonight. I think now I'm just having fun with the light, really. This is not even that helpful. Let's do this. I know I'm too bright, don't worry. I studied film and I actually love lighting. So I just really, really do enjoy playing with light and having fun with it. And so I'm just trying to find with this particular light, what is my favorite configuration? I'm really just being hilariously picky. And I love actually getting little light glares into the camera because I think it's fun. So that's really all that is. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to go live to the Psychick Facebook group as well and make it easy for everyone to ask their questions because I think it gets confusing. So I just thought maybe I would go live on both, on YouTube, and thank you. Thank you.
Did you have it plugged in?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly it. I can get it down here if I can pass
Here,
it.
let me just try to make sure
I grabbed my charger, or so I thought, and I did not grab my charger, but someone else's.
There's too many computers.
There's too many computers in this house. Okay, and then I'll head live on Facebook. So let me know if you have any questions related to Business Oracle work. That's what we will get started with. I have a few different. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
have
you.
a good session.
You. You're welcome. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Okay. Now, side checks. Side checks. And hopefully I can go live in here from. But let me know if you do have questions. I am here to answer questions as well. I'll just share this link. Okay. I'll make sure I can still see YouTube here. So if any questions come in, I can answer. Okay, let me just grab this link and make it easy on everyone. When people click join event, it should take you right to the YouTube. And it does. That's great. Amazing how these things work. They work just like they're supposed to. All right. So do let me know if you have any Oracle questions at all. I am just going to post this actually within the group as well, and to a couple online groups. And I'll be here for the next hour or so, unless today ends up being a quieter event, which no problem if it is. I was doing some of my own Business Oracle readings as well. loving that. Work for myself. I think it's really important that we practice our own work. Do-do. Maybe I'll just go live right in this group if there's a way to, but I'll say live on. Link below. Do let me know if you're joining here on YouTube, whether you have any questions for me, whether you'd like a business oracle reading, you have any questions about direction in your business, etc.
Do you have anyone on there?
Yeah, there's 2 people on, and then but the Psychick's Facebook group. I'm doing it differently now. I'm doing it off of YouTube, so I'm doing regular YouTube business oracle readings, but it's through Psychick's. But not everyone knows how to get there, so we'll wait a minute or two.
The blanket you're sitting on, you can
Thank
sleep
you.
with. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Sorry, I just realized I'm like, oh my god, I didn't set the Kate up to sleep.
No worries. Is Matthias's room
I just cleared off the bed.
amazing?
You're good to go.
Amazing. Thank you.
Go.
Beautiful.
You're welcome.
Okay, Stacy, what would you like to know? What would you like to know? What is your question? I'm going to see if it's possible for me to go live as well. It would be nice to go live here. Live video. Do that. What would you like to know on your business, Stacy? And anyone else who's joining, feel free to add in your question. These ones are free. In the future, I'll have donations being able to be accepted, but right now you'd have to kind of get in touch with me directly for that. It does come up sometimes that people get enough free readings from me that they sort of want to pay, but usually people just want to start working with me, and I accept that as well. It's a perfectly fine transition. Yeah, you just need to sign in to YouTube if you are looking to make a comment, or you can add a question into the Psychick's Facebook Live, which I'm going to start in a moment or two. So one moment, Stacy, and I'm just trying to actually switch my screen, which is a really funny issue to have. I wonder if there's even a way to change that. Let's see. How do you get more clients? How to get more clients. Rotate. There we go. Okay, so welcome to everyone who's joining in on Psychick's Facebook community. I'm going to keep Psychick's off to the side for now, but if you want to join over to the YouTube, that is actually where I am accepting a lot more of the questions. And let me just see if now I can go and watch myself on Facebook. It's always the great many things to check in at once. And then I'm going to pull for Stacy. Yes, for everyone watching, you need to be signed in on YouTube to make a comment. Okay. Can you explain what you mean, Stacy? Can you explain what you mean by that? Just tell me a bit more about your challenge here while I'm getting this set up, and then I'll have even more details. Hello, if you're watching live on the Psychick's Facebook group, I'm actually on YouTube. And so you can find me. I've just posted in the group, but it's nice. I'm just actually trying to pull up Facebook here so I can leave the live off to the side, and then however people want to join is fine. But it's just needing a second to refresh. Then I'm going to pull business oracle cards for Stacy, looking for how to get more clients. So great. Okay, I can see myself, which means I should be able to click this and then see comments.
So great. Okay, I can see myself.
Okay, great. Oh, I see what you're saying, Stacy. I understand that, unfortunately, all too well. So I am going to get into that. Let me just figure out the best way to position this. I have my phone plugged in is my current challenge. I'm wanting it to stay plugged in so that I don't lose all of you, but it would be more ideal if you jumped over on the YouTube. So if I end up losing Psychicks, this was really more of an add-on of me attempting to make sure everyone could watch. How are we gonna? Ooh. So funny. I'm just trying to find random items to prop this up on. Okay. Can this work? Can this work? Sort of. Okay. There. Hey, Raquel. Glad to see you. That's awesome. Okay. So let's get to so here's what I think the issue is, or the challenge is. And if you have questions for business oracle readings, just get them in here. I think what the challenge is about massage therapists and the whole intimacy problem that we have in reality right now is that a lot of people are confused as to where to source real love and affection. And so that is why we run into sort of this starved world, looking for connection in the wrong, or maybe not the wrong ways, but definitely not in advisable ways. And so first, what I wanted to say is that compassion is very important to understand, and also to understand it's not a threat in the sense that you are able to behave and act as you wish. It's absolutely okay to be more upfront about this. If you're finding that you attract a certain clientele, it may be just something about your energy that allows people to feel safe and allows people to feel brave or bold, or they may see some sort of need for intimacy as well, that, is a human thing. I'm just pulling a Whispers of Love card. It might seem a little odd, but I just feel like there's something about this energy of like trust that is more possible when you put faith that that's absolutely what's going to come to you, is the ideal clients who respect and understand what appropriate. Yeah, have faith is the card that I got. So that makes a lot of sense. Have faith says trust your faith in the situation. So if you have faith that you're not going to run into that much, that that's not what you're going to attract, then absolutely that can be your reality. And to also understand that if you come from a loving place, you might be able to get ahead of this because you're, paying attention maybe to signs, or you could also navigate it in a way that feels authentic or right to you. This says listen with your heart. You are listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. So without feeling like the need to maybe even protect yourself, just keep yourself aligned to a feeling of purity or love in that respectful kind of way. And then it does feel like that's going to be easier for you as well. Though I would really just take that also as a message to focus more of your energy on what it is you do want. I tell people this all the time in healing, but it's also true in business, even maybe especially true in business, that you want to put your energy to what you do want and not what you don't want. When you put a ton of energy to what you don't want, it really brings you more of that to look at, because that's what you're focusing on. That's what you're looking at. And so you'll see that. It's really just how your brain works. I'm going to pull Goddess cards. Infinite supply. So if there was just an infinite ongoing supply of potential clients who are super, super ideal for you, what would that reality feel like? And could you entertain the idea that, hey, maybe there are so many people who are just waiting for their opportunity to meet with you? Please get your questions in if you are watching and you would like a business oracle reading. This Sedna Infinite Supply card for you, Stacy, says you are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. So I love that. You are supplied today and all of your tomorrows. I don't see any comments yet, actually, on the Psychick live, so it might just be an interesting off time for people to be able to show up. I know it's also holiday season, so a lot of people have evening plans and parties and things like that. Yeah, I actually was just wanting a card for myself, so I'm going to read you all this card as well. This is White Tara, Sensitivity. It says you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. And boy, am I doing that. That is something that I am focused on. Absolutely, just knowing that I am in a bit of a transition where my heart is feeling much more open. I'm feeling much more strong in myself and clear in myself, and unwilling to shift on what I know is true and what I feel is right as well, right in the heart. Avoiding harsh environment situations, avoiding harsh relationships, even avoiding harsh approaches within relationships. Definitely something I have my mind and eye on right now. So I love that card. Hopefully that card resonates with someone else who watches this and reads it. I'm happy to answer any more questions. I'm happy to answer any more for you, Stacy. Anyone else who is watching as well. I'm glad that resonated with you. I'm going to maybe test out some different times to do business oracle readings, but I like the format of being on YouTube because I feel like it gives us the opportunity to be able to actually share with this larger community. I just love the idea of more Psychick folks coming on YouTube, and I think it's a nice way to widen what we do. If people get used to clicking the event and go to join on YouTube, then it helps that channel grow, it helps that person grow, and then it also helps more people find out about the Psychick community. So I like that as well. The Psychick community is on Facebook. It's a really fun Facebook group. So yeah, definitely reach out if you're looking to be a part of that. Awesome. Okay, would love to know if anyone else has any business oracle questions for moi. Been really enjoying getting into business mentorship. I don't find myself in super big sort of selling mode right now. I think a lot of people are really inundated with sales messages. And so what I am focused on is making sure that people are getting what they need out of their business, making sure people are appropriately looking at the way their business is set up, their funnels, that their brand feels authentic to them, and really nurturing the inner creative that so many people have that actually I find keeps people kind of feeling stuck in their business. I don't think anyone ever is stuck. I think sometimes people feel stuck in their business because it can feel like they're needing to force themselves to do things in a proper way, and then it ruins their authenticity. So I really love helping spiritual and creative and kind of intuitive or oddball type folks. Really is, the atypical brain is totally my jam, and multi-passionate or gifted minds, definitely neuro, divergent, definitely is my category. Highly sensitive people, empaths. Those are the types of people I love to help, because these are the types of people who also work really differently and can create a really powerful impact because they have very expansive ideas. They're connected to intuition. They're connected to actually naturally and from the spirit sense where we're actually meant to go. Where we're meant to go is all of our highest and most divine missions. So if all of us are following a spiritual path and doing great things out in the business world, then I think we stand to make a larger positive impact on the way the world grows. And hopefully we grow in sensitivity and we keep, bringing light and healing and or art or anything. I think a lot of people in this Psychicks community are quite caring individuals. So I tend to notice that as a commonality among us. Okay, Raquel, what is my business looking like for the next few weeks into 2023? So we're all hanging out on YouTube, so feel free to join us over there. I'm so glad that you're commenting in the Psychics community so that people can find out about it there as well. I'm even going to go like it because I know notifications don't always go, but hopefully we'll get into a rhythm of things and more people will be able to come out. Okay. It's also a weird time of year, isn't it? So what is your business looking like for the next few weeks into 2023? Definitely feeling like clearing out anything that isn't necessary. Also feelings like clearing out clutter, and it might be online clutter, feelings like clearing online clutter. That was really a tongue twister to even say. And I'm pulling some goddess cards and also some divine abundance cards here for you. I might not always use oracle cards, but they are fun. And when there's only a few of us on, it's definitely nice. Sometimes it's easier for me to just speak intuitively and do oracle work oracularly. And so we'll go back and forth maybe, but all right. First we have faith for you. So it says, miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. So I love this, just really holding faith. Things can be better. Things can be better. Things can be better. If they can be, then they could be, and then perhaps they will be, and perhaps they are, and then that becomes easier and easier to believe. So one thing that I find interesting about faith and interesting about beliefs, I've been working with people on deep belief transformation work for a few months now. I've been a rapid transformational hypnotherapist and using that skill with a lot of my clients and some new clients as well, which is really fun to have that be the first way that I work with someone. It's really powerful. Very deep session, and helps me sort of use my intuitive awareness mixed with positive psychology, cognitive behavioral therapy, which is an element that I do love to introduce in empath energetics, if you are familiar with that course, which is coming back probably in the spring. And then I also love that it weaves in this hypnotic or trance-like element that is very similar to shamanic work. Shamanic work is one of my major focuses because I feel it really unifies actually a lot of our healing practices and a lot of our spiritual practices. And it also links very well to what modern brain science is telling us that we need as communities. And what we need to actually have our nervous systems fully relax is a lot of these qualities. So hypnotherapy allows us to be in this brainwave state, which is really receptive and receiving. And we all know that there's a bit of an imbalance of a bit overly masculine energy has guided society for the last many, many, many years. And so we also have this card for you, Inner Power. I'm going to get to your business, don't worry. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. So this is where it absolutely directly relates to your business. The having faith is more of a powerful spiritual internal faith. And what I'm saying is shifting from beliefs of having faith, something that I have learned in doing all of this hypnotherapy work is that if you are not ready to accept it in your conscious mind, it is very difficult to also then have a belief that matches. So what you want to do is find more phrases that you can absolutely agree with and then step it up. So sometimes we start with affirmations that really feel uncomfortable and we just work at it and work at it and work at it until it feels right. And that works sometimes. Sometimes it's nice to do that gritty work of like, I am worthy is like, oh, that could feel like not true. So then I'm worthy. I'm worthy. I'm worthy. The more and more you say it, sometimes it can then hit you really powerfully. But other times you want to say, I am, you want to step up to that. So perhaps you want to be a millionaire. Okay, well, I am a millionaire might not feel real or right to you. So you might want to say, I am capable of being a millionaire. I'm capable of being a millionaire. I'm capable of that. If you know and know and know that you're capable of it, then you step to accepting and believing that for sure. Once you're fully believing that, okay, so then there's a little bit more that you could add on to that. You could say, I'm capable of becoming a millionaire in the next 2 years, 3 years, whatever that feels like. It's funny. I felt like saying 3 years, which feels very exciting. I never really thought about that. It's like, I'm going to have to think about that now. Hi, John. Welcome. Let me know, anyone, if you have questions about your business, feel free. I'm sort of answering Raquel's here in a bit of like a collective message as well, a bit of a rant or ramble as I tend to do. So it says, give me the courage and the power to do what must be done, which to me feels like taking care of business, taking care of physical reality, of clutter, digital clutter, anything that exists. Also taking care for you of the what must be done, to actually know your priorities, to look at what needs to be done and actually be able to trust yourself in that. It may be also having courage to do what needs to be done in order to give yourself a feeling of power. So this may be also life-wise, what allows you to feel like you have power, what allows you to feel relaxed, like you've actually found groundedness. Oh, Raquel, no problem. If you go back and watch the replay, hopefully all the captions are good. Let me know if it gets messed up, and I'll absolutely help you. I'm not done your reading, so if you want to keep watching, I'm still talking, so I'm not done. I'm only halfway through your reading, actually. So you also have Mawu, Mother Earth. Mother Earth is groundedness, grounding. It says you are called upon to help with environmentalism. And I wonder whether maybe you could find some sort of work that is associated with environmentalism or some sort of project that feels connected. And then you also have Lakshmi, bright future, bright future. Lakshmi is like really, really beautiful for abundance. It says, stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. So I wonder, could you even imagine a reality where for a few days you just stopped worrying about it and you got down to business? Could you give yourself the luxury and freedom of putting your worries down and saying, for 3 days, I'm going to put these worries down and say they'll be there in 3 days. They'll be there waiting for me. If you want that, wink, wink. You don't have to choose that, but could you put your worries down for 3 days and say, I'm going to take care of business and take care of what needs to be done, and trust that this abundant Lakshmi energy of a bright future is with me. And if it were, how might I act? If it were, how would I do my days differently? What would I need to take care of? I'll give you an example. I was on a training call today for public speaking, and the host was talking about having an as seen on or as featured in sort of graphic. And I thought, oh, that feels like kind of uncomfortable for me to do. So immediately I started working on it, being like, if this feels uncomfortable, but I've chosen to do this training, just listen to it and take action now. Take action before you even spend the time worrying about whether or not you're worth it or not. Because I knew as that thought started flying in and around my head that it was just a self-doubt, right? It was a self-doubt fairy just messing with things. And so I chose to start working on it and realized, oh, there's lots of ways that I've been featured on. I've actually done a bunch of podcasts, and I've done this Blue Talks, and I've been on their quite good podcast. And I realized, and I have some more things, in the works as well. And I realized, like, if I had kept myself just from making that graphic, I really only would have wasted my time in holding myself back from full light. And so actually, we're talking about this in Empath Energetics a lot right now. And I'm also talking about it over at Nourish Nomad Co. Because over on Nourish Nomad Co., we're doing the Get Real Light Challenge and a light webinar. So I'm talking all about light archetypes and light work, which I'll share with the empaths as well. And in Empath Energetics, we're doing light archetype work this month. So really, really a high focus. And so if you focus on what could be the light side of that, it gives you an opportunity to at least weigh it out, balance it out with the doubts and the fears. And doubts and fears are what a lot of people end up first bringing to their intuitive senses because they want answers for the things that are, bringing them discomfort. I'm happy to answer any more business oracle questions. That was like a really big kind of ramble rant on a couple readings here. And I'm also okay to end the evening early if less people are here. I can always do these as 30-minute readings, just little business oracle things. I have a love oracle reading, I think, planned for Friday, and hopefully the timing will be good on that. My sister is going to be picking me up to go home for our family holidays and Christmas weekend early. So anyways, I might end up changing the time on that, but that's on YouTube and on the Psychick's Facebook group as well. I will make sure my phone is charged for that so that I don't have to have you on this awkward angle next time. Hopefully I can just have them both up in case. But let me know if anyone else is watching and they would like a business oracle reading. Yeah, I say happy holidays, merry everything. It is coming up soon. I mean, I feel like it's coming up really soon because I just had to get all my gifts because mine is this weekend. So that was a lot of prep work, especially with preparing for the move to Scotland. It's very funny to just go and be like, oh yeah, other things. Okay, go back. I mean, I think all that prep is done though. It's just always interesting. It's more than just a confirmation for you. Okay, well, I'm glad. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't sell myself short too. I know that I'm saying other things that are helpful here. I know that there's more coming through. Absolutely. And yeah, I'm looking forward for you going back and reading the beginning, watching the beginning with Faith and Inner Power were your cards. And John, to answer your question, Scotland will be February, end of February. So right now I'm still nomadic, but I'm without the ambulance. So I'm transferring a bunch of different places. So I'll be in Port Stanley for the holidays. I'll be pet sitting in Aberfoyle. I'll be dancing between probably Guelph area a little bit, Toronto maybe. I might want to go to Algonquin at some point. I'd also like to go somewhere warm. And I don't know, I think about going south, but I also think about Portugal a lot. And that's only if other things go well. So it's quite an exciting life. Not quite decided though. Perhaps it's decided, but I like keeping the surprise. Who knows? Maybe the more I've developed my intuition, the more I've embraced surprises, I think. I think that's probably true. Nova Scotia. Yeah, it's not warm here. I'm in Eden Mills near Guelph, Ontario. So it's not cold or not warm here either. But I was barefoot outside today. Bare feet in the snow. It's very, very good for your overall well-being, for your mood. Stacy, thinking about changing up on your business, is that a good idea? What's the change, I wonder? I feel like a change is good for your business. I'm just going to say that right off the hop, actually. That feels good, whatever that change is. So I'd just like to know now what it is out of curiosity, but I do feel yes. Cold where you are. Yeah, the States have. I can't believe we're talking about weather. That's so funny. That feels like such a Canadian thing to me to do, to just talk about weather all day. That's what Europeans tell me, is that Canadians talk a lot about weather. I love rainbows, though. I actually love the Scottish weather. I'm excited to go see it. It's quite vibrant. We were stuck in gray for a while, so I was just really excited to have blue skies this week. I saw the sunrise this morning, and it was beautiful. Yeah. I'm hesitant to say taking more classes is a good idea, Stacy, because I think there's one at least that's not necessary for some reason that you're thinking about. So changing up on your business is a good idea, but I'm not sure taking more classes is something I could just say absolutely is good. So maybe just a bit more details or anything, just anything you want to share about how you're changing up your business or anything more you want. I can just keep sort of thumbs up, thumbs downing on whatever you need to what I feel, but I don't feel you need to take all the classes you're thinking of, for sure, for sure. Yeah. I will also be running alignment workshops in the new year. So I'm really excited for that. That's following the healing process and also my Align Your Life workbook and workshop. And yeah, this is going to be a cool one because it's actually a series of online workshops. So it'll just be us meeting, and it'll be for about, I think, like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'll give a little break kind of here and there just to keep our focus and help us feel like we're actually integrating the work that we're doing. But it will be going through the healing process as I've sort of outlined it. So we start with begin, and begin is all about beginning where we are on our journeys, assessing where we're at, really having an understanding of who we are as people and our areas for healing, and starting with beginning skills and things that we might need along our healing journey. So it's going to be a really epic, like, workshop series and whole journey. And the first round that I do is going to be really, really affordable because I have a feeling this is going to grow bigger than I kind of see right now. So I'm just offering this first one at like what I was called to offer it at. And the next one will probably be up leveled and a bit more like an experience, like kind of guiding you through. So if you want to be part of like the beta and the tester, highly recommend you get in there. I am going to have a limited amount of spots for it just so that I can tend to all the people. And if you have talked to anyone who does the Empath Energetics course with me, then you'll know how much I like to put energy into the work that I do with people. I offer, and I end up offering a lot more than kind of what you sign up for. Okay. I think this is all weather things. Let me know if anyone has any business questions. Raquel, awareness shows up for me a lot the last few days. So Raquel's taking the empath course. Love, love, love. Light work. Okay, it's coming together in chunks and of pieces. It'll make more sense once it's complete, but it's not yet going to be the full picture, and there's still work to do mission-wise. Absolutely. And so the thing is, we don't always get to have a full, clear picture. And in fact, I don't know if one ever will. But what is so exciting is as they drift in and as they come into our mind, we get to see little glimpses of our future and little, future rememberings. And we get to open our eyes to potential and to, maybe signals. And what's really important is that we stay grounded and we do the work right now that continues to lead us to this vague imagining of multiple possibilities. The reason that's so important is because timing is very much a construct. And so sometimes we will actually have a vision that we think in our minds is going to be, say, 10 years from now. It shows up 10 months from now. We just need to open our hearts to the fact that that could happen at any time. That is something that we would love. That's something we'd approve of. That's something we're excited about. If there's anything we can do to move towards it, we honor our mission and we're going to do that. So it doesn't need to be so clearly laid out. I don't have that. People think I do because I've had very, very clear vision for a long time of what will happen and what does happen in my life. But it doesn't mean that I know every other step. I actually love and embrace, like I said, I think the more intuitively strong or skilled that I've gotten, the more I've embraced surprise and uncertainty. I think Reiki is a good thing actually to add into your business, Stacy, but it's with the right person. I want to be really, really like conscious of it feeling like personal work for you. I think Reiki may be something that really feels correct for you, but as a certain, there's going to be something slightly different about it. So maybe thinking about that. I do feel it's funny because I'm not a Reiki practitioner and I don't mind Reiki. I find it somewhat limiting. And so you have to really find a teacher that really resonates with that. I think, for it to be in alignment. It does feel like a change is good. And what's great about Reiki is that people understand Reiki. So it's a really easy thing to set up a local practice with Reiki because it's easy. People can learn about it easy. A lot of people now know someone who's done Reiki. So it's like a lot easier, right? Okay. Cool. Well, let me know if anyone has any questions. Yeah, I mean, people talk about Reiki a lot. So Reiki was developed, right, much later. It's not an ancient practice by any stretch, but it explains and uses some ancient ideas of symbols and sigils of energy, and creates a system, right? It creates a system for channeling energy, which can be very helpful for a lot of people. Absolutely. And it's a nice energy source, and I think it's so dependent on the teacher. There's aspects I don't like of the Reiki industry or business, because it is a brand, like it is a model, right? So it is that. It was developed quite late. I really love to explore a really open and vast approach when it comes to spiritual work, and really try to go further and further back in time into ancient practices. It's my personal, like, I guess, interest or passion or pursuit. So that's just, it doesn't resonate with me as much for that reason. But also, there is a feeling that feels funny about someone needing to initiate or kind of allow you to access Reiki energy. There's something that doesn't feel true about that to me. And so I'm cautious to not work with people who maybe are strong about that. And it could be personal opinion, could be controversial, but that's just how I feel. Feels like it's one beautiful source that wouldn't really have finite rules that work in that way. It doesn't really make sense to me. And based on my experiences of the spirit realm. So any more questions before I head out for the evening? It is already after 9 p.m. here, and I don't mind being on later, but I would also love to catch the sunrise tomorrow, because I am doing this Get Real Sunrise or Sunset Light Challenge with my business Nourish Nomad Co. So we're actually doing a $100 giveaway. So if you post a photo of the sunrise or the sunset, okay, thank you for checking in. If you post a photo of the sunrise or sunset every day or any day for the next few days until the 18th, then you get entered a chance to win $100 with Nourish Nomad Co. So there's supplements there. There's a whole bunch of spirit and science webinars. So we do really cool stuff. We do a mix of spirit and of science. So I do a lot of the spirit work, and my business partner has a master's in nutrition. So we talk about body, mind, and energy health and well-being, and a whole bunch of different topics. And we're talking about vitamin light on Monday, actually. So really exciting week. Lots of really cool stuff going on. And this light webinar is going to be so fun and so awesome. I'm going to be talking lots about light work in it. And we'll also talk about light as it relates to our health. So I'm going to head out from Psychick. Thanks for being here, everybody. Take care. And off YouTube, thank you everyone for being a part of this. I love that you were here. Thank you. Lots of love to you as well. Oh, thank you all for being here. This is why I love bringing people from the Psychick community. So I am going to keep doing a few of these on YouTube that hopefully bring people to Psychick or bring Psychick out to the YouTube community, to support this channel growing, as well as I'm going to have more and more going on here. I have Align Your Business Work memberships coming up. I'll have 1 or 2 available in January. I try to take on limited spots because I really invest care in people's businesses. And so I like to only take on 1 or 2 at a time. And so I might open up for 2 in January for Align Your Business. Align Your Life series is starting in January as well. So keep an eye out for that. And Executive Energetics is a beautiful way to go real deep into spiritual work. It's quite an investment, kind of an overhaul. So if you're really, really wanting to finally face your healing and get all in, that is perfect. If not, you can always wait to Empath Energetics. Empath Energetics will start, is quite an intensive process, but is shared in a group environment. So it's a little bit easier in that you're learning through other people. And then you also have one-on-one time with me. That will be next in the spring. So I'll just keep announcing this stuff as it comes up. And I will probably throw in a few more pendulum workshops. I just love teaching intuition development. So I'll throw in a couple more pendulum workshops in the new year as well. So I'll keep you informed. There'll be a couple more things in and around here. If you want some healing done over the holidays, I've been loving hypnotherapy and the deep belief transformation sessions. They're some of my favorite things to do right now, and so potent. Brings up a lot of really, really powerful, long-lasting healing and mindset work to the subconscious level, which is so, so epic. I also do shamanic work and oracles. I'm getting a lot of people actually booking in for year ahead readings, and that feels really exciting. So if you want to do an oracle reading for the entire year ahead, that's on there too. So shamans used to do a lot of different things in communities. They were like oracles, they did music, they did, they did healing with herbal work. I do aromatherapy stuff. So I'm kind of in this lots of different ways you can work with me. So if you're just confused, you can also just book a session to meet with me. It's a free 15 minutes. So just find me on social media and I will give you a free 15-minute if you just want to know how to move forward with me if you feel like it. And yeah, that's everything. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. And I'll be back. We'll do love oracle readings quite soon. If not this Friday, then very soon you'll see it announced here on the YouTube and on Psychick. Okay, take care.